What's up, Mal? I wanted to give you a little video so you have some idea of kind of what to do when it comes to the morning class. So, first thing I got on there is the workout, invert it. Second thing, workout part 2. Next thing, CrossFit warm up, bear crawl, shoulder rocks, handstand press throughs. Then the handstand walk progression, the review, warm up toes to bar here. You can show the different scales too. Handstand walk, this is about the reps based off of what we did on the handstand progressions. And then the build up. All right, so got a little bit there. Okay, so I wish I could switch this over, but I can't. Let me see if I can just kind of prop this up on my face here. There we go. Okay, so for the first part, once you're done going over the workout and the CrossFit warm-up, we're going to get into the bear crawl. Cone to cone is 25 feet. You'll see arrows. We're going to go like going around a NASCAR track today when we get into the actual walks. So athletes will start from one end of the cone, they'll follow the arrow, they'll walk across to the other side of the gym, and they'll follow the arrow to complete 50 feet. If they're gonna do 25-foot handstand walks, which I'm gonna allow today, then they only have to get down to one cone. If they're gonna walk outside, they can just go from the cone, stay outside, turn around, and walk back. That's okay too. They can also, for the handstand walks, they can go ahead and use some of the progressions. So they can kick up on the wall and be that the few distances away that you guys have worked in the workout, which is close to the wall, a foot away from the wall, or 2 feet away from the wall. They can kick up, hold it for 5 seconds in the workout, and do that for 5 reps. If they're going to go ahead and do the 2.5 to 3 feet kick away, or kick up and then walk slightly, when their feet touch the wall, then they kick down. They do that 5 times. There's no hold involved on that one. Then you have the 25-foot walk or the 50-foot walk. So those are a few ways to go ahead and do the handstand walk. Then you have the bear crawl. You also can do wall walks. 5 wall walks also is another substitute. Okay, so you can kind of run the tool belt there on different things to do. Toes to bar. You can do toes to bar, toes to space, knees to chest, as always. Toes to rings. That's not as great today due to the fact that we're walking, but they could do it as long as they're understanding of the space. Then they also have toes to kettlebell or toes to dumbbell. They need to do that off to the side and not in a runway area or a racetrack area, I would call it. So those are a few ways to modify the toes to bar, and also some ways to modify the handstand walk. Whatever the scale they pick for the handstand walk, they must stick with it the whole time. We need continuity on working on a skill today. All right, so that's the first part. 3-minute rest. That Tabata clock is built in for 10 minutes on, 3 minutes off, and then 10 minutes on. If you're running short on time, which could happen because of the instruction and how big of a class you have, if athletes want to have the choice to skip the rest and work right into the second workout, that's fine. They'll just stop with 3 minutes left in the workout. That would be 10 minutes because there's a 3-minute break here. If they want to only rest for a minute and then at the 2-minute mark on the rest, start the workout, then they'll rest until they say 2 minutes left of the workout when the new Tabata clock kicks on. The dumbbell, we've had a lot of people just use the same dumbbells for the rows and for the lunges. We also have athletes use lunges or dumbbells for the rows and then no weight for the lunges because their legs are smoked. So they'll again walk in that track formation. You can see they'll walk this way. I don't know if you can see the arrow. There's an arrow. So they'll walk and then they'll circle around. They'll walk in between. They don't have to lunge walk. The transitions between the corners essentially is just in a standing position. So they'll just walk and then they'll get to the next cone and then they'll start lunging again. Same thing with the handstand walk. They're not required to make the loop. They can come up out of it after 25 feet, stand erect, walk, and then get back inverted. All right? And same goes for bear crawl. One thing is that the floors are chalky. It's gonna happen. All right, it's okay. You're gonna see a shit ton of chalk in other places unless some people clean it up. We'll work on cleaning that up this evening, or I'll work on cleaning that up this evening, whether it's vacuuming or auto scrubbing. So just tell people to be gentle with the chalk, but I know I get it, toes to bar into handstand walks or versions of that. It's gonna require chalk, so that's fine. There are dumbbells and kettlebells all spread out on the floor. It's perfectly fine because you're going to need them for your warm-up today. Remember, the build-up at the very end has 3 dumbbell bent-over rows and 6 lunges. You won't be touching on that at all until the very end just because they're so basic. Also, in that last 10 minutes, I'm not looking for high intensity. It's like functional bodybuilding. So we're working on underneath the duress of a clock, but we're just trying to continue to go for 10 minutes, working on quality and quantity over intensity. So that's what we're trying to get. The biggest thing you have trouble keeping speed on is the handstand practice. We can't really do much today on, hey, here's how to do a handstand hold. If athletes can't do it, they can do the wall walk again, but that's pretty much it, or they can do the bear crawl. But it really helped people out being about 2.5 feet away from the wall, slowly working in towards the wall and then touching their heels. There are check marks today on the handstand walk. They've got to be able to hold themselves up for 10 seconds. Get a little further away for another 10-second hold. Get a little bit more further away for a 10-second hold, and then be able to walk themselves and then come down to progress. If they can't hold themselves further and further away, they have no business starting out way far and walking in. Even for the most experienced handstand walker, this is a nice way to warm up, okay? So that's the warm up. Familiarize yourself with it. It's a good one, and have fun. It's a good workout today. All right, see you, Mel.